Welcome all the learners. Today's topic of discussion is about the hand tags and labels, which is one of the unit of your course BFD 076, that is Textile and Fashion Retailing. So this is the fourth unit of this particular course BFD 076. So now let us understand what are hand tags and labels and why it is important to understand the difference between the hang tags and label and why it is important for the consumers and the manufacturers also. So when we talk about the hang tags and labels, so they play a very important role in garment industry, as the hand tags serve as a tool which provide the production information, highlighting the unique selling points and it promotion of the brand. While when we talk about the garment labels or the labels, they convey the basic information or details about the product, such as size or the fit of the garment, provide care instructions how we have to use that product, and ensures the safety and regulatory compliances. So together we can say that both the hang tags and label, they contribute to brand recognition. If there is a tag, so we can recognize that brand, customer satisfaction, and overall marketing and functionality of the garment. So these both hang tags or labels, they are both tool for the promotion of the brand and to instruct the customer about the product. So hang tags and labels, we can say these are essential element in any product packaging and branding and serving both the functional and marketing purposes. Whether you are launching any new fashion line, home goods collection or any type of product, hand tags and labels, they play a very key role in communicating important details about your item while enhancing your brand identity. So first off, being a consumer also, when we go to buy something, whether it is garment or any fashion accessories or any product, whether it is home product or anything, first thing that we say, we just take that product and see the labels or the tags which is attached with that product, which gives a brief information about the product. When we talk in the reference to garment, first the tag which is attached separately on the garment, it gives the basic information such as the brand name, the price, or the country from which it is originated. So these are basic difference between hand tags and labels. Now let's just focus on what are hang tags. So hand tags, we can say it is typically a piece of paper or a cardboard which is attached to a product, usually with a string, cord, or any fastener. So in small, we can say that it is attached separately outside the product or the garment. So it is designed to hang freely from the product, usually in a way it makes it visible and easy to access for the consumer. So it is very easily accessible, and once in a instance when we go to a store, we take that product or a garment from the stack or the rack, we can see that hanging tags and we can get the basic informations. So main key informations which included on the hang tags are the product name or brand name. Such first thing which is will be mentioned on the hang tags is the product name or brand name. Then price or size of the product will be mentioned. Material composition, what material it is used. Suppose it is a garment, so it will be mentioned that it is a pure cotton or it is a blended fabric. Care instructions, like if that product needs any special care, that instruction will be given on that particular tags. Brand story or messages, like some brands give the small story about creating that product or about their brand. They explain some story that will be also mentioned on the hand tags. Then sustainability or ethical practices, like if any type of sustainable method or sustainable fiber is used, or any ethical practices is being involved while producing that particular garment or product, that will also be mentioned. And contact information, some contact information like place from where it is manufactured, or address of their brand or industry is also mentioned on that particular tags. Now there are different components of hang tags. Now let us see what are different components is included or typically we can found on a hang tags on any product. So first is the branding element. So we generally use these hang tags as a way of branding element, like information about the brand will be there. Product information, like we discussed what composition of the material is, what type of fabric is being used, what all different material is being used while producing that or manufacturing of the product, material composition, care instruction, and pricing and barcode. Like generally nowadays when we see any hang tags, there are barcode is given. So when we scan that barcode, we get lots of information such as their brand stories or about the price, that all information is given. Special features or selling points, what is the special feature or special in that product, it is also mentioned all the hang tags. Some promotional messages or some quotes are given on the hang tags which attracts the consumer, and if any other additional information is required or needed for that product, it is mentioned on the hang tags. Now what are labels? First we have understood about the hang tags, that these are the separate tags or the cards which are attached separately or hanging freely from the product, it is hang tags. Now what is label? So we can understand that label is a more permanent and often smaller item which is affixed directly onto the product itself. So we have also observed that when we buy any garment, we see that there is a card which is attached or freely hanging from the garment, and there is also one tag or label which is attached, permanently attached onto the inner side of the garment. So that attached permanent attachment on the inner side of the garment, it is the labels. So it is whether sewn on the clothing, or it is sticked or adhere to a package, or it can be in the printed form. So typically we can say labels are used for product identification, such as from the labels we can recognize or we can know the what is the size of that garment, what style it is, and other such informations. Care information or instructions, it is printed or it is mentioned in the labels, such as wash instruction, like a garment is of very delicate fabric, there will be a symbol which will be symbolized as what instructions we have to follow, such as we have to hand wash it, we have to use the machine wash or dry wash, that symbol will be given on the label. Then third important information which is given on the label is the safety warnings, like if any safety warnings that we do not have to iron that particular garment, or we have to use cold pressing, that information is also mentioned on the labels. Then legal compliances like fabric content, what is the content of the fabric, what is the country of origin, like whether it is made in India or from any other country, that is specifically mentioned on the labels. So basically we can say label are often, we can consider it as a practical, while hang tags are generally we use for the marketing tools that convey the additional branding informations, aesthetic or the storytelling about the product. So these in general we can understand that labels are practical, that gives the basic information which is very important for the consumer, like its care instructions, size, style, fit, country of origin, And the tags, they are more marketing or branding, or it tells about the brand, the story behind creating, or the price of that product. So these are basic difference between the hand tags and labels. So when we talk especially about the garment labels, so garment labels, it refers to the tag or label which is securely or permanently attached to the garment, which contains essential information and instruction which is related to the garment. So it is designed to remain permanently affixed to the product and maintain legibility throughout the product useful lifespan. Until when we will be using that particular product, that label will be there, so that we can get or aware about that information. So this information can include details such as brand name, logo, size, country of origin, fabric composition, care instruction, safety warnings, and any other relevant information that the consumer needs to know. That all informations are mentioned on the garment labels. Then why it is important to have garment labels? So garment manufacturer communicates with the consumer through the garment labels. Like suppose I have developed one garment and I do not put any type of label or tags on that particular garment. So if you buy that product, you will not be aware how to care, how, if there any special type of instruction is there to use that product, or whether you are confused that you have to machine wash it, or you have to hand wash, or you have to wash that particular garment with any other garments. So that we can say that labels are one of the way the manufacturer get to communicate with their consumer, including all the important informations and instruction that are relevant for the product. And garment labels serve as an informative tools for consumer, providing details about the material used in the garment construction, care instruction, and any special guidelines which is required for the garment. Now let us discuss some of the key reasons why garment labels are important. First, brand identification and recognition. Right now, as just we discussed, that it gives the information about which brand has produced that particular garment or product. We can recognize from the label that this particular garment or kurta is from Fab India or from Biba. So we can recognize from the labels. Information dissemination, like different informations are given, like what is the size, what is the fit of the garment, what is the washing instruction we have to follow. Quality assurance, like what quality we can get assured that this is a good quality product from the labels that is mentioned. Differentiation and value addition, like any type of value addition is done on the product, it is mentioned on the label, like any embroidery is done, any type of embellishment is added, that is mentioned, that it should be handled carefully. Then product authentication and retail efficiency information is also mentioned in the labels. So these basic informations are given on the labels. Now let us see what are the major or basic difference between the hang tags and labels. First thing, the hand tags are separate cards which are attached to the garment, which gives offering the additional information about the branding, promotional informations, while we can say the labels are integrated into the garment, which provides the essential details like care instruction. Then hang tags are temporary attachment to the garment and labels are the permanent attachment to the garment. Third difference is hang tags are typically made of paper or cardboards, and labels, these are typically made of fabric such as satin, cotton, taffeta or leather. Then hang tags can also serve as a branding tool. Right now we discussed that it is more branding or marketing tool, whereas the label, it contains the essential information such as size, country of origin or the fabric composition. And lastly, the hang tags are temporary. Generally, it is attached separately on the hem or the collar part or on the sleeves. But when we see the labels, it is usually located on the inside of the clothing item, such as near the collar or the waistband. So these are the basic difference between the hand tags and labels. Now there are different types of garment labels we see. First is the brand label, which gives the information about the brand. Second is the size label. Generally we see in some of the garments that there is only one label at the inner side of the garment that indicates the size, like it is 42 or XL or small or 30. That information is just written. Then composition label, like what is the material composition of that garment, whether it is cotton, whether it is linen or mix or blended fabric, what percentage of blend of fabric is there, that is also mentioned. Then country of origin of label, that is also mentioned. Eco-friendly or sustainable labels. Care labels are generally very important, that instruct the wearer or the consumer that these instructions should be followed while we are going to wear for the laundry of that or washing of that particular garment or pressing of the garment. That information is included in the care labels. Proper maintenance, sometimes that it is mentioned that we do not have to fold that fabric or the garment, or how we have to keep. Then consumer guidance is also given on the product labels. Protection against liability, regulatory compliances, and customer satisfaction. These types of labels we can see on any product, whether it is garment or any household products. So these are the different types of care labels we see. Now when we see these also instructions we see on the labels, such as especially when we talk about the care labels, such as washing instruction is given, bleaching instruction, dyeing instruction, how we have to dry that particular garment, whether we have to line dry, we have to flat dry, ironing or pressing instruction, like different fabric we need different temperature. So according to the fabric there will be a label that we have to use this much of heat when we are going for the ironing or pressing instruction. Dry cleaning, that we have to dry clean or not, we have to hand wash, or what instructions we have to follow. Then special care consideration, like if any special information or special care we have to take of that garment, that is also mentioned on the garment labels. Let us see what are the basic symbols we see and what does it mean. Like if I think that you might have seen that symbols. First, when we talk about the washing instruction, you will see a wash tub like symbol on the label. It means that it is for the washing. For bleaching, we see a triangle symbol on the label. It means that we can use the bleach on this particular garment. For drying, we see a square symbol, which means that we have this is used for the drying instructions. For ironing and pressing, hand iron shape symbol on the label. And for dry cleaning, for the professional dry cleaning, a circle symbol is used for the dry cleaning purpose. So learners, these were the basic information.
Thank you, Dr. Dibya.